going on to start doing like live concerts and live classes. So soon probably will be together, of course, with keeping the safety of all of us and our families. We'll maintain social distance and find some place outdoors, but it's good to be here online because this will be recorded and can stay online, and we can see how many times you want. And so let's start. I'll share my screen to just a very brief background. And can you see my screen? Okay, so this is Pandeiro, is the Brazilian tambourine, and I first wanna know who you are. And now we have one good number of people. I ask you just to say your name and where you're from and your favorite instrument. We can let me open here and then I can go. We can start with Maru.
Hey, how you doing? Chin here with Edwin as well. Um, Both kind of exposed to Pandeiro from Capoeira
Great.
and maybe the Binimbau.
We're both in DC, and the favorite instrument, I enjoy listening to cellos.
Very good. Very good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Lee.
Hey everybody, my name's Lee Hinkle. I teach percussion at the University of Maryland, and my primary instrument that I probably spend the most time on and that I like the most is marimba. I'm headed to a position at Penn State next year, but I'm in the area for now, and I appreciate you taking the time to teach this class today, Andre.
Great. Thank you, Lee. Bruce Bond. Bruce, we cannot hear you. You are unmuted, but we cannot hear you. You can check. I will go to the next one and go back on you. Okay, Bruce? Hi, Ann.
Working on it.
Okay, Bruce, you are back. We can hear you now.
All right, I gotta check.
Okay, I will call another person and then I'll go back on you. Okay, Bruce? Craig.
Hi, I'm Craig. I live in DC. I am in Indiana right now visiting family. I play the harp, so that is probably my favorite instrument.
Great, thank you. Bruce, did you figure out?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Great.
Okay. Yeah, there's something strange going on. Yeah, it's Bruce Bond. I'm in Arlington, Virginia. I usually play trap drums or set drums, but I've been learning Pandeiro and working with Scott Kettner in New York.
Great. Very good. Very good. Uh, let's see next here in my screen. Kenneth. Kenneth?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Ken. I live in Alexandria, and I'll say, well, maybe the past 5 years or six, I have been taking lessons on the congas and also the djembe drum.
Great. We you broke a little bit, but we could listen everything. Okay, thank you. Hi, Ann.
Hi everyone. I was having some troubles with my internet here,
No problem.
but I really appreciate this event today because it's really to review my concepts about like playing pandeiro and the technique. So that's great. I started playing the capoeira, and then I was playing with there's a rhythm in Brazil that's called coco. So
Great.
I love coco, and pandeiro is such like in such an important tool in the rhythm, and also samba. I really like samba. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm excited to
So
learn
Pandeiro
more.
is your favorite instrument.
I got some instruments that I like, but I mean, pandeiro I think was the first one, the one that introduced me to the percussionism world.
Okay, very good.
So
Okay,
yeah.
let's go, Larry.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Hi, I'm Lori Jane. I'm actually a dancer. I dance samba and samba de cafieira here in New York. I'm from New York City, and my favorite instrument is or pandeiro or reco-reco,
Oh,
capoeira.
very good. Very good. Thank you very much. Jasmine. Jasmine, we cannot hear you. I go to the next one and go back to you in the end, okay? Jason Walker. Okay, I go to the next one.
Well,
Mark.
I'll just say briefly. I know Jason. He's a prominent percussionist, conguero drum player in the DMV. He lives here in Mount Rainier area, and he's an excellent percussionist. He actually will also be doing a workshop on shekere with us in the next month or two, and he's part of Chop Teeth, which is a prominent sort of Afrobeat band here, and a number of other groups.
Okay, Mark. Mm, there is two Mark. No, Jasmine. Can you? Okay, we cannot hear you. You can introduce yourself in the chat. Who else could not speak in the microphone can introduce yourself in the chat. Okay, so let's go because we have a lot to cover on this workshop, and let me take this. Okay, who am I? I am André. I am from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I am percussionist. I play percussion. I grew up playing percussion, and I think 2007, 2006, 2007, I start playing samba schools, and after this, I just like go into percussion, Brazilian percussion, and in 2009, I started studying Pandeiro more like more time. I focused on Pandeiro and I was playing with several groups in Rio de Janeiro. And here you can see some photos. I play with different groups and small presentation, big presentation, big stage, small stage, and so. And after I start playing many instruments, and now I play suru, heku heku, and all the small percussion and atabaki. But pandeiro is something that really bring me to the music, to the music like world, and this is why I love this instrument. I studied a little bit like in the Escola Portátil de Música is one school. They have the focus on choro, but we play different like rhythms that we play in the choro concerts, like machixe, samba, and baião. and I studied like a little bit to get some theory, but all my life with music is learning on the street, on the presentations, and with other musicians. And I do study at home a lot. I do use internet to learn things I don't know. And but so my base is learn with the musicians, like old school and new musicians and many people, and this is what I want to share with you. You maybe have a lot of knowledge of music theory and also Brazilian music theory, but I want to bring like the how I learn, because this is the way is more accessible for people also learn this way. I would say like 80% of the musicians in Brazil learn, and then after this they go to school and they study. But most of the musicians learn playing, and many of the greatest musicians you see in the shows, you see in the CDs, you see in the albums of Brazilian music, never saw one like one about theory percussion. Okay, it's something that we always try to bring for the kids because it's good to know. But I want to share a little bit of this, what I learned out in the field, in the like in the music concerts, in the all of the with all of the musicians I play together, and I will bring a little bit of this to you. Okay, so very brave. Like Pandeiro is one instrument that is the Arabic background. It goes to the Portugal, Spain, the Iberic Peninsula, and at this time they start using Pandeiro and they call aduf in many cultures, and in Brazil also they call adufo, and didn't have the metal parts, the metal parts we call platinella in Portuguese. Okay, this metal part in Portuguese is platinella, and didn't have this. Some of them that have some like seeds inside that make this sound of the shake with the sound of the natural skin, and a lot of them had this like shape, like it was a square, not a circle. And then uh, in Brazil, it start like when start samba kind of start uh, they start using the pandeiro in folk music, in orchestras, and samba is choro. And this is the base of percussion of choro. If you go see some choro concerts, choro is another rhythm from Brazil. It's like a Brazilian rhythm, and if you go see one concert of choro, you probably will see only one pandeiro playing the percussion, like 90% of the time, and then you can see another instruments, but like you see most of the time like just the pandeiro. And samba, pandeiro, surdo, tamborim, tantan, so it's the most traditional instrument you see almost everywhere, and also atabaque, caixa. And if you go to the samba schools, it's actually a different um, like road. I have two workshops you can check on Educarte YouTube. There is talking about the instruments of roda de samba, is like the samba concerts, and there is so about instruments of samba schools. Okay, you can check about the other instruments. And this is how pandeiro it was like in the 1920 it start they start using pandeiro, and this guy is João da Baiana, one of the first pandeiro players in Brazil. This is another like great percussionists that play pandeiro. Some of them like old school, some of them they record at this time like in the 30s 40s. Some of them they like play until now, and there is people that do a lot of modernizations like Marco Susano and Sergio Krakovsk, and talking about more about like partido alto and pagode, what we call pagode. Um, you can talk about Bira Presidente is like the biggest one, and Jackson do Pandeiro is a complete artist. He was singer, he plays pandeiro. He was like one of the greatest thing we have in Brazil. Okay, and pandeiro. This is the instrument. I'll show you the instrument. Here's the pandeiro, and like it's a natural skin or it's a nylon, like a synthetic skin. Okay, these two you see very often in Brazil, and you can use both for samba, but in general we use for samba more traditional, more old school, the natural skin, and the modern one we use like synthetic skin, but we can mix. You can see also people playing both in the same concert. Okay, I in general when I play also with Pablo, I play with other artists here in DC. I play with both. I use for different songs. Okay, more for partido alto, and this more for general things and baião and choro. Okay, and this metal part I told you the name is Platinella. Okay, this is my pandeiro, like my first professional pandeiro, and it's I use a lot. It's over like 8 10 years I have this pandeiro, and I love. And I will try when I go to Brazil to bring some pandeiros here. And if you want, just send me one email. In the end of the will be my email over there. I can put on the chat too. You send my email, and I will check on my email who else want pandeiro, and when I go to Brazil I can bring like professional pandeiros here. Okay, this is another thing. I probably will go the end of this year, and I'll try to bring pandeiros like good ones, lightweight and good sound to everyone who want. Okay, and this instrument we can use for like most of the rhythms in Brazilian rhythms. Okay, so let's go to the very basic things. I'll just like go very fast through this, and then we'll go to practice together. Who else has pandeiro? We'll practice, and I will do one time. You just listen, and then one exercise, and we'll do together. Like you be in mood, and then I will ask who else wanna play, and if somebody has a question, we can go and work on this question. Okay, this will be all the time. I will just show these very basic lines here. So first thing is the basic mechanic of samba is the 60s note. It's like 1 2 3 4. Okay, and this is the very basic. It's like, okay, what is wrong with this pandeiro? And I really live like this because you can see also tune and be like careful with this because this can ruin your sound. And in Brazil, a lot of people play with instruments that is not tuned. And you say, "Oh, it's very wrong. He's playing bad." No, sometimes he's playing good, but he don't know. He's not like the instrument is not tuned. Okay, this is very important. I like to use a little bit tight because I play more samba than choro. If I play choro, I put a little bit less. I tune a little bit less. Okay, I put the tune low. So pandeiro afinado. So three things. One, movement, the basic. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second thing is the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the third thing is use the finger to like close and open the sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is the three first, and I will tell you the fourth one is tapa. So this is important for one rhythm we call partido alto. And now I will go to this pandeiro. It's not this, it's not this, it's like we call dry, seco. It's and in the natural skin. And this is important for the partido alto rhythm. I will go, but I will show now. You see, partido alto use a lot of this tapa, this like we call stroke. And this is the rhythm, it's the bass. It's not something I'm doing like to make one like improvisation. It's the rhythm. Okay, this is partido alto. I'll show more. I'll talk more about partido alto. I'm just giving some basic like techniques that you can study. You can go to this video again and study these techniques slow, and then you can go fast and faster and faster and faster. Okay, I want to tell you one more thing. We call hulu. What is hulu? Is when you see many people doing this. It's this. This one technique that we can use when we finish, when there is one break in the song. This sound. Okay? And we can use also when we are playing. We can do like. Okay, how you do this? You just leave the instrument and you bring the instrument against your finger, and your finger should be like. I use this because this is the finger that we has less control in our hand in general, and it's easier because I can do now with most all the fingers, but when you are learning, in general do with this one, okay? Because it's easier. And this you can use, and people use for many things when they are like doing improvisation, and also when there is one break in the song, you can you understand? And you can use this technique. It's very good, and people use like there is the we call looping, and we can do forever. I'll show you. You can do just one number 8 and you do forever. Okay, this is something that you can play to do a like solo. When you do a solo, in sometimes in the middle of the song you wanna put one thing more like shine, and you can use this technique. Okay, and the I would say to you other thing that give the characteristic of samba. And in this pandeiro, when I learned first this, and in general they like double movements, and they do like Okay, you see many people doing this. This technique of use what I studied, this pandeiro in general we do not like double anything. Everything is up and down, up and down, up and down. And then what we need to learn? We need to learn how to do the bass sound of the pandeiro with these fingers. Okay? And this open a lot of options for play, and you can play like more different types of rhythms. I show you baião. Baião, if you don't want to double anything, you need to do like one and over there. Okay? It's this. And when you practice, just do this. You need to learn, you need to listen. It should be like very similar, the sound here and here. And then you can do this exercise. You can do with 3 fingers, we can do with 2 fingers, doesn't matter. There is people that do with 3 fingers. There is people who do, I prefer to do with 2 fingers. And where this go in samba, because today we are talking about pandeiro in samba. It's here. We do like the first thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then we add the movement, né? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we add the movement, and we add the finger here, and now we add this note. When you go back to the first note of the cycle, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 will be this, and then you go to 1 again, close. Okay, this is samba. We'll talk more. This is what I want to show you, just to we have this recorded. Now you can access the video and you see all of these techniques. You can remember and go over and over. Okay, sorry if somebody is very like beginning, because I'm showing this because this is important to practice, and whoever is intermediate or like advanced who already probably know some of this stuff, and they just can practice more. Okay, let's go to the rhythms. I'll go to all the rhythms, like sub rhythms, that you see in one samba concert. Okay, I'll play now each of them, and we can do, I'll do one time. Please just listen, see what I'm doing. I'll show in both sides. I'll show down and up, and then we can do together and practice together for some time, and then I ask who else wanna practice, and we can get some interaction. Okay, let's do this. I'll show you the rhythms we will cover now. Let me share here just to you can see right down. Written down. Samba, samba enredo, partido alto, machixe. Samba temático is like sometimes there is some Afro samba or some bossa nova or some things that this, and people play on the concert, and you should know how to deal with this. And samba de roda is a very famous rhythm from Bahia state, And Samba Rural is famous from São Paulo state for the rural area of São Paulo and Ijexá. Okay, let's try to do all of this until 7:30. Let's go. Let me stop share here. Let's go. Samba. Samba, I show you the basic technique. I will do everything like slow, and then we will practice a little bit. Let's go. So samba it's always you do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and the 8 is this, and we go back to 1. Okay. Okay, so I can do with this pandeiro too. I can do with the synthetic. Sorry. Okay, so you can do, doesn't matter the pandeiro you have, you can do this. This we use a lot. In this one, in general, they use more for like things more faster, and it's more like because the notes go together. And this one the same. Always we do one like close, one open, close and open, close and open, always like this. Okay, let's do very slow. I put some music here. I play one song, and we can do it very slow, and we can play, and then I'll stop the song, and we put the volume up. You can practice just putting the mute. This song is very slow. 2, 3, 4. Break. 1, 2, 3, 4. Você tem vontade e eu abandono e largo do espaço pra ser a rainha de um grande palácio e dar banquete uma vez por semana. Nasci no espaço, não posso mudar, So this song, the name is O X do Problema, is the X of the problem. It's the composer is Noel Rosa, and Teresa Cristina is singing with Carlinhos Sete Cordas in the guitar, 7 string. It's very good. And now, who else wanna show samba for the group? Just unmute the microphone and show a little bit, and we will work on it. Let's go, Bruce. No problem. That's it. Yes. Very good. And Bruce did one thing that in general in the end of the songs you see a lot, and some termination. We do something like this.
Yeah.
In samba it's very common, okay? And can be different. It's like in general the arrangement will tell you, but I'll tell you, in Brazil we do not have arrangement for, like, we have whatever is in the album. Whatever you listen in the album is the arrangement that we use in general, because we do not have the list. We just go and the group are together. Some groups have, some groups when we do like stage show, but when we do something like we call roda de samba, it's just a group, we do a circle and play. In general there is no like a lot of practice. This is another thing that happened in Brazil. I know it's important practice, but we know a lot of songs, okay? And this is some termination that somebody will do, or the guitar will do, or the cavaquinho, or the surdo, or just whoop, finish, or the singer will make a sign and finish. Just listen and you hear something like, or pa 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 pa. This is one famous from one song.
Yeah, that's the hard part, because so much of it is. That's the hard part, because so much of it is, as you say, no written arrangements, just listening to enough recordings of the same tune to get the standard treatments of it.
Yes, and people know by heart many of the things.
Yeah.
Like they just go and play and know because they know. And if you ask, how, I don't know, I just know. I don't know a million songs. Like the the main part of the songs I know 1 million, but the full song I would say 1,000. Brazilian songs, okay? And let's go back just to remember, like 1, 2, 3, 4 movement of the instrument, like close, open, close, open, close, open. And you can train this close, open. It's another technique to train. You just put the metronome or put some song to play and you do this without playing, and your hand will get the muscle memory, okay? Nasci no Estácio, não fui educado na roda de bamba, já fui diplomado na escola de samba, sou independente conforme se vê. Nasci no Estácio. Okay, this is something that will train your finger to have like muscle memory. And other thing, to all the rhythms, and for this technique is just say like this. Just do this. You will use this for everything. For samba, baião, and go back. If you, I'm tired of practice 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Just do this. Moving the instrument. And then you add the finger, the thumb, like the one, 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 and then you add the finger here, the close and open. Someone else wanna try this? Just this? Wanna try and show us? Lee?
Andre,
Yes.
I was wondering, I think my instrument is tuned too low. Could you listen to it and see what you think
Yes.
with the
It's a little bit too low. Maybe
too
you
low.
can just tune a little bit, but I'll tell you another thing important. So, can you see here? Like this is, I don't know if, let me close this because the sun gets here. Okay, I close the blind now. So can you see here? It's like tape. This is like paper tape they use. I don't know what's the name of this tape, Pablo. Do you know?
masking tape?
Yeah, this is the tape they use like when they paint. They put the cars and everything. This like paper tape. Okay, and here I put also. So why I put this? Sometimes the instrument has a lot of the harmonics. There's a lot of things we don't want to listen. And this is why I made the video showing how to do with the American tambourine. Here, I don't know if you can see very well. Let's see. Because this is the same color, but there is a lot of tape here. I put some tape here. Why? Because I don't want this harmonic. This here you can see better. Like, can you see here the squares? And these make the instrument do not have so much of the harmonics. These still have a lot, but this is the best I could do with $113 Pandeiro. Okay, and it's accessible also. If you do not have for this study, it's the best thing. It's very light. You can play, and this is the same. These ones I also block a little bit of the metal because I don't want all of them sound. Maybe if you put like try, I will tell you try with 2-3 tapes to like do one cross. Just don't put where you put the finger, otherwise you will like do one cross like this and one cross like this. And then you see, I need more, and you can add one here, like in this way, to make a square. This is what I always do. One cross, if I need more, I make like a square. Just don't put where you put the finger, otherwise the tape will like damage, and you need to put another one. And so
also, Andre, let me just say briefly if maybe you might want to say a word about tuning the instrument. Generally, you I don't know how you do it, but I tune here, then I go across, I tune the other one, then how do you do it?
Yes, I do also like this. I do here and I cross and do here, and I cross, do here and here and here and here. Why? Because you make like balance. You do not like stretch one side of the pandeiro and then the other side, because it will like damage the instrument when you start doing it over and over and over. So I'll tell you, this pandeiro, it's like the tune is very little. You just go a little bit and that's it. It's tuned. But this pandeiro, that if you see here, you can see it's almost all the way. Like if you do start doing all the time, like in this movement, like 1 2 3 4 5. No, you do like 1 2 3 4. You understand? Always. And with big instruments, all of the percussion instruments do like this, because you like have the instrument like longer. It will not damage so easy. Okay, let's go to the next one, because we had Samba Enredo. Okay, it's very very similar. The only thing I will say Samba Enredo has is the speed. In general, is very like fast. Samba Enredo in general will be like. And why I put this? You think, it's the same. No, it's not. Forget many times. Forget the movement. Forget everything. Just do this and this. This is important. In Samba Enredo and the 60s note. Okay? And then you don't need to move much. You get tired. Guys, please do one thing. Don't go and the first song you put all of your energy, because in the fourth song you'll be tired and you have still like 20 to go. Okay? And this happens very often with pandeiro players. Many pandeiro players, they just cannot finish the gig. Okay? Just cannot. I'll tell you. And I'll tell you another thing about Samba Enredo. In general, Samba Enredo is the last song. When you are tired, you are like devastated because you play 4 hours, and the guy, let's go, Samba Enredo, 1 2 3 4, or Brasileirinho. Okay, so I will do with, doesn't matter what pandeiro you are using. You use more this movement with this hand, okay, and a little bit of this here. You just a tiny movement with this hand, and you use more with this, because you can. It's very fast. The notes are one in the top of the other. You understand? Don't need to be like clear. The notes need to be clear is these ones. Forget this, just here. This I will not ask nobody to try, because this is very simple and you get tired. We have a lot to go. Okay, just I wanna give this like tip to you. Samba Enredo, forget the perfect technique and go in the basic technique. Remember when you were learning this, the first movement 1 2 3 4, the mechanic is this. Just put this one to make the difference. If you have surdo playing with you, don't need to put this different. Just other thing you can do, if you are tired, you cannot like this finger is not working anymore. Another thing you can do also, you can, here is the best sound with the thumb. Okay, this is the best, the most clear sound. If you wanna do the difference between these two and you cannot do this, you can. And do with the thumb a little bit more in the middle. Or just like when you hit, don't hit like open, you do a close. One you do close. It's not perfect, it's not the best sound you can take, but it's useful when you are tired and you need to finish the gig, okay? Samba enredo. Partido alto. Let's go. To partido alto. Partido alto is, I will tell you, partido alto is what the beginning of samba. The characteristics of partido alto. In general, there is one like main part, and they repeat this main part, and then the singers, we call partideiros, they do like improvisation. Okay? And there is one like many famous, and I can do a little bit, but I'm not the best on it. Because I write songs, I sing a little bit like back vocal, but I'm not the best. You need to think very fast. But this is the idea of partido alto. It's improvisation. It's like like hip hop. You understand? They do improvisation, and they have one main part, and they repeat this main part, and then they go through the improvisation and the improvisation and the improvisation. Okay? And can be against each other. One can say one thing and the other one need to respond in the rhythm and with logic, and so it's very fun thing to listen when starting the samba. But we are playing, we are pandeiro players. Don't go in this fight. So pandeiro partido alto. It's like this. One, two, three. Okay, so this is what we do with this hand. It sounds better when you use this hand too. Okay? In this pandeiro, you need to use this to make partido alto sounds good, okay? Because in this pandeiro, you can do without. Sounds good. But with this one, you need to do what? Is the same you do for this. But you are doing another thing. It's not so you need to practice slow, okay? You just think about. So, for pandeiro with natural skin, it's very important. If you are playing pandeiro with synthetic skin, it's not so important. Sounds good? Sounds good, but you see most of the musicians play with this instrument without use this, okay? This technique. It's okay. Percussion is not wrong. Like if you somebody say, it's wrong. No, it's on a different technique. It's wrong if you are out of the beat, if you are playing with the instrument untuned. But if you are on the beat and you are doing whatever you like, you are correct, okay? We need to respect, of course, the background, who else came before, but try not another things. Otherwise, we would play only machiche until now, okay? Let me just put my computer in the truck. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, there is anything wrong with do not use this. It's just sound better sometimes, okay? Talking this partido alto. Let's do. Somebody can want to do partido alto? Yes, hi Annie. You can say. You can ask.
Yeah, I want to try because I was trying to learn partido alto. So it's something like this. Does it sounds right?
Yes, you are
Something like
using
this?
this. You are using this.
Yeah.
So you can do like, besides do like, you can do like, when you, I will show again the partido alto using this technique, okay? That I am show now. So it's just you use the 1, 2, 3, 4. Besides, use like double or triple or multiple hits with the same finger. You do not do repeat. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and okay, I can put some samba here and you can listen with the song. Pra minha mulher, fez favor, sentimento. A paz do Senhor, para meus filhos, deixo a paz do Senhor, deixo como herança força de vontade. A paz do Senhor, quem tem amor, deixa ser. So this is you listen now with the song. Hyan, it's exactly what you are doing. Okay, I think just you need to turn a little bit your pandeiro. If you don't have like, please, just tune. This is what I hear. Okay.
Yeah, I lost my tune.
Yes, no problem. I
I need to
understand this.
find it.
Just tune a little bit more, and you probably will be good to go. Okay, Mark, do you wanna show? You was playing with one pandero with nylon, like synthetic skin, I think.
Just,
Yes. Do you wanna
yeah.
show a little bit?
Yeah, I disagree with you about what partido alto is, though. What
Okay.
you is a rhythm we call cutter. What partido alto is.
Yes, I'll show you this one. So, uh, this is also partido alto, and the first one also is partido alto. Okay, just you will see this. This is what you call partido alto. So both of them are partido alto.
Yeah.
You can play both of them, and it will be in the beach, and it will be what you listen in the recordings from like who else creates samba and the biggest artist and the biggest percussionist. But this is also partido alto. I don't know how you call first the name of this.
Cutter.
Carter.
Cutter. Cutter.
Yes, I never listen like hear this.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know the origin of the name, so I can't tell you.
yes. So, but this is partido alto, and this is also partido alto. Okay, so this is what I learned. But I understand
Yeah.
maybe you have somebody did research and find this in the background of this rhythm, and maybe they find this other name. But if you say play one partido alto in Rio de Janeiro, in São Paulo, or for one like musician, they can play both of them, and it will be exactly fit on the song. This is what I can tell you. Like,
Yeah. You have to pick which
okay.
one best with the song you're playing with.
Sorry.
You have to pick which one goes best with the song
Yes.
you're playing along with. Yeah.
This is important also to pick one it sounds better. And this for percussion always I'll tell you it's what sounds better. And try. Don't be afraid to try also. Another things. Try. Okay? Let's go through the next one. So you in choro and sometimes in samba you see a lot of this rhythm we call machixe. We can say this is one of the fathers of samba, and the beat is like 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. It's also 60s notes. Okay, it's and you will play like this. 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 is close. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I put one song here. You can listen with the song. Um, O chefe da polícia pelo telefone manda me avisar que na carioca tem uma polícia para se jogar. O chefe da polícia pelo telefone manda me avisar que na carioca tem uma polícia para se jogar. Ai, ai, seja malas para dar jogar. Ai, 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 fica se é capaz de ver. So this is Mashish, one of the fathers of Samba. Okay, it's similar with polka, and Mashish is very similar. And this you see like a lot people playing some songs like this, and also the fight because Pelo Telefone is this song Martinho da Vila is singing. They call the first samba that was recorded like we call Pelo Telefone. They play samba in another way, but the first one that the name was samba in the like when they record was this song. Okay, and they say it's samba, but it's looks like mashishi, and some people say Ismael Silva play the when he made like Se Você Jurar. A lot of people play like Mashish, but he probably is very pissed because he say this is the first samba, not Mashish and Pelo Telefone. So there is a lot of fights about this. It's good too if you want to research about like the beginning of samba, and but everything at this time was kind of have a lot of influence of Mashish when they compose. Okay, and this one rhythm that you can also see people like let's play one Mashish, and somebody wanna do this? Jason, did you get Mashish? Do you wanna try?
I'll give it a shot.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Ah.
Ah. It's this. So the idea is this one. Just try slow.
Yeah.
Don't try in this beat. start, always try slow. And first without, and after. And will sound better. Okay? So, always. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, man.
I will do, like we have 5 minutes. I want to do one thing here. Samba de roda and Ijexá. That is now is a lot of people are using are singing Ijexá in concerts, like in samba concerts. A lot of people is singing Ijexá, and I wanna do samba de roda too. Samba de roda, the rhythm from Bahia. It's almost the same, but you will do one. I'll put the song because no, I don't have this. So you do the same, but you add some tapa, some I forget the name. So you play samba and you add this tapa. Besides you do the finger, the bass sound here, you do the, you can try this. Do this exercise. But it's not in the 8, it's in the 4, okay? Because this is in the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? This one is in the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you another exercise. This and do 1, 2, 3, 4, giving the tap. This. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so when you see, I put one samba de roda that is playing, Zeca Pagodinho is playing, and look, many people play like Partido Alto, this song, but this is a samba de roda. You can use this technique also in samba, okay? With this pandeiro, you use a lot this. You listen a lot of this technique, but it's something that if you do all the time, if this is your base, you get, people will get bored of this, okay? Try to like intercalate. Using the main part of the samba. You can use in the samba in many things, but try to not overuse. Only in samba de roda, because this is important, because it's one of the, you remember about the atabaque, that's the traditional instrument of samba de roda, and this is one of the sounds that you remember when you play atabaque, tuk tak tatu do tak tatu do this to tak to tatu do. It's very characteristic, okay, for somebody roda. I'll do like 1 minute de chá and then we'll finish and questions and whatever, and we close because it's already the time. Okay, I'll just pass Ijexá very fast. So, Ijexá, in Pandeiro, you do exactly what Atabaque do. It's very easy. It's now they change to samba because this song they go and go back. Okay, but it's and the Jeshá, it's one rhythm that in general you listen this instrument doing. Pa pa boom pa pa boom. Is this rhythm? You can do with this pandeiro, you can do with this. Okay, so you have now recorded. You can go back to all of this. Okay, we have limited time. I know it's 2 minutes more than what we expect, and I wanna say thank you first for everyone, and I'll put my email here in the description. And so thank you, Pablo, thank you, Ducati, and I wanna see you, all of you together when we get together, and I wanna see you following the other music like concerts, interviews, and practices and workshops of Educarte. Please, there is a lot, tons of good things over like YouTube of Educarte. Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you,
All of
Andrea.
you, and
Thank you.
so
Thank you.
big like hug for everyone, like COVID hug. It's a digital hug. And Pablo, I know you probably wanna say some words. I will write my mail now.
Great. Well, while Andres shares his information, I want to thank him once again. He's we're very lucky to have him here in the DMV and sharing his knowledge with everyone. Expect soon we're going to be starting Batucada sessions, and at no charge, people can come and learn in the jam session, and Andrea will be leading. I'm going to do, since we're doing a Pandeiro lesson here, I'm going to do a shameless plug. My partner and the Educarte co-founder, we developed together. She wrote the code for an app called Samba. So if you're interested in learning, you can download on Android and iPhone, and it looks somewhat like this. And when you get in, if you can see, you can choose instruments. We have all types of rhythms: pandeiro, atabaque, partido alto, shaker.
Also, can you spotlight yourself so we can see it on the big screen?
What's that?
Can you spotlight yourself?
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Because then you're big on the screen, so we can see it better.
Great. Yeah. How's
Great.
that?
Yeah. Thank you.
So that's I have an app on Android. If you just put Samba on Android or iPhone, and you can play it together with this. So if you want to practice Pandeiro together, or you want to sing or whatever, it's just a shameless plug for us. And then also, so we have a bunch of events coming up. We're going to do an in-person fall hall event, socially distanced, of course, outside. So if you're interested in that, also please sign up. And I want to thank every one of you for coming. I think this is really great. It's showing how flexible we are in COVID times, being able to learn from him, but then Andrea gives some feedback and play with you all. This is, for me personally, was very exciting. And another thing that's coming up, Jason Walker is here. We'll be doing a Shekere workshop. Jason comes from the Cuban background, and that should be exciting too. And we'll be announcing that on our social media and
I put on the comments the app, the link for the app.
Oh, great.
If you also use the phone, can go directly there.
Yeah. And if you want any lessons, private lessons, get in touch with Andrea. I mean, it's a unique opportunity. So that's it. I want to thank everyone, and we'll be seeing you in the next event. And it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
André, thank you.
Beijo, André. Tchau.
Nice.
Vamos ver
Beijo,
vocês.
Tati.
Beijo. Tchau.
Ciao.
Andre,
Yeah.
do we just
Yes.
email you about, you mentioned some bringing back some Pandeiro from Brazil. We just email you and